everybody, my name is Chris, and this will be my spoiler review for episode 3 of Secret Invasion. Now, the spoilers are here, you ready? Now, the big headline of this episode is I think that Rhodey is a Skrull. I think that's clearly his voice on the phone with Priscilla, like she's credited in the end credit scene. You know, the Skrull wife of Nick Fury, but she's working with Gravik. Plus, early in the episode, Fury said that he has heard there's a Skrull high up in the US government, and it doesn't get much higher than Rhodey, so who literally has the ear of the president, as we seen in the previous episode. Now, in terms of Gaia, I don't think that Gaia is there, because early in the episode we see Grave has already turned himself into a Super Skrull, and he used the Extremis ability to heal after Talos impaled his hand with a knife. So I suspect the Gaia secretly Super Skrull herself as well, and even if Grave had not done a Q shot, it's pretty easy for a Skrull to play there, even if they haven't been Super Skrull. Just shift into your natural state and lie still. Now, talking a little bit about the main villain here, Kingsley Abadir, who plays Grave, and he tried to start World War III here, and unsuccessfully. He was going to have a UK sub shoot down a UN plane, but Fury and Talos managed to stop him with the help of Gaia, giving them the ghost. But it remains a quietly menacing presence as Gravik. His calmness and coordination only making his diabolical plans unsettling. The reveal of his master plan is welcome at the midway point, but also sees the show lean away from his paranoia spy-thriller background and chase more the traditional superhero trappings as they come to the fore. Although there were hints previously that the plot will head in this direction, I'll be lying if it didn't spark a small eye roll from me. That said, there's still an element of paranoia on display with Nick Fury, a person who managed to let his undeniable cool fail from cutting to the most desperate of situations. Those murky moments are what make much of Secret Invasion intrigue, and Nick Fury's scenes with Talos are enjoyable, and the body cop nature is those conversations that drain a lot of the tension of what could be legitimately be a thrilling spy story. It's an example of the MCU of falling back on the familiar rather than chasing something truly different. There's a lack of commitment to the genre that is claiming to be. Now, Samuel Jackson's performance as Nick Fury continues to be strong since Captain America the Winter Soldier, and further proof that he shines brighter when he's moving in the shadows of this world. We also see more of the human side of Nick Fury than we ever seen before. It's a welcome look at his personal life, with Jackson leaning to his softer side with ease. These scenes add precisely unseen dimension to his character, but are more crucial in adding yet more personal stake to this globally threatening story. Alongside Talos and Gaia's bond, it adds another reason for us to care about the people we're spending time with and the collateral damage they might become, rather than just our eyes being focused on a villain's main plot that we know will ultimately likely fail. Just continues to lead this starter cast with stars top class performance such as Bette Mendelsohn and Olivia Colman having the maximum impact. On the few scenes that they have, Mendelsohn is the pick of the bunch of Talos story, allowing him a good range of emotion to play in with his character. Now, Coleman is clearly having a lot of fun, playfully widening her own brand of slightly enhanced power, and Emilia Clarke continues to engage as Gaia, even if she does feel at least silent for much of this episode. They are, for the most part, by a fairly strong script, while I'm now over linking on the direction the plot appears to be taking. The scenes that make up a story are believable, waiting with dialogue bouncing around in many darkness rooms, although the characters and plot might be trying to conjure up image of classic spy thriller. There's very little in those images designs they honor them. The look of Secret Invasion is very much taken from the Marvel style guide with interesting cinematography. I love the cinematography on this show, establishing those drone shots of cities and close-up, making up what's on to offer. They do a great job never taking the eye off the action, but it just feels like a missed opportunity to stamp his own style on his position. The themes of the show, it plays with the ideas or the point of view of what your eyes can and can't trust. Now we are halfway to Secret Invasion, but I think that the show doesn't yet know what it wants to be. At times it threatens to break out like a genuinely exciting espionage thriller that I love, but there are too many things pointing towards a more conventional MCU-like resolutions to its premise, without the superpower cast of the comic book run to play within its story. It seems destined to create its own throughout an underwhelming typical villainous plan rather than play with the global superpowers that the Skrull have seeded themselves into. I'm hopeful that there are more interesting story beats to come. There are things to like here, with strong performances and creating a story that still holds a reasonable level of intrigue. But sometimes it's like it's being prevented from being as gripping as it could be. Sometimes it reaches those level of the Winter Soldier that I love, but sometimes it falls back to the typical MCU. So let's see how it ends. I'm still engaged. I'm still liking the show a lot. So I hope they can stick the landing on this one. So I'm still excited for the next episode. So we'll see some interesting things happening here and develop. So I'm excited. So, but let me know down in the comment below, what do you think of this episode? Do you like it? If you not, and when do you think we will see the Super Skrull in actions? I can't wait for that. So that's my spoiler review. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.